And Congressman, just to close the loop on USMCA, am I right to assume you will not vote for this deal the way it is right now?
No, unless it's made clear somehow that this is only a temporary position, that we're going to move on to broadening its effect to the entire manufacturing sector in this country.
Now, last night, the president announced that there's a ceasefire with these tariffs that he was planning on putting on China because of the dinner that he and President Xi had in Argentina. Your reaction to what was done last night in Argentina regarding China, is this going to be a big positive in your view?
Oh, I think this is classic Donald Trump negotiating. Stepping back from deals, not being that interested in this or that. He's been an effective negotiator in the sense that he's not wedded to a deal, and he can step away from a position at any moment. And I think this is classic, what he has done to extend that by 90 days. Let's follow that out. Let's see how it works. Here's the issue, Maria. We're talking about what government can do to make sure the economy is rolling along and helping people stay in their jobs and get better jobs and better wages. And you can do things like tax cuts, and we talked about that. You can do things like lower the interest rate. And you can do things like infrastructure spending. Right. Well, tax cuts, as I mentioned, the economist Ian Shepardson said, look, that may be a sugar high that'll be ending, and we have to worry about that. Things like lowering the interest rate, we have to stop depending on monetary policy as an economic stimulus, because you know who that hurts? Right. That hurts seniors when they only get 1 or 2% in their savings account because interest rates are so low. What I want to see is infrastructure spending, and we have to do this. You know, we talked about President George H.W. Bush. My father was a huge admirer of his. Why? Yeah. Because they were both in the greatest generation. The greatest generation, after they came back from the war, they built us an infrastructure in this country that was to be proud of. It made our whole nation competitive. Roads, bridges, we have to repair these things. We have to do a responsible job of proper husbandry of this wonderful portfolio of assets, public assets, that have been passed down to us.
Congressman, are you recommending raising taxes on the rich as a way to pay for infrastructure?
That's a separate question. We have to pass a transportation and infrastructure bill, and we have to get it. We have to have hearings on it. But the point is, the Republican Congress didn't do it.
Where you get the money for the infrastructure package.
Something that was promised. I didn't understand why they couldn't get a T&I bill through the House and onto President Trump's desk. We, as the Democrats, we will do that because we promised to do that. And if President Trump takes credit for infrastructure repair spending, that's fine. It's the right thing for America.
Congressman, we will be watching the developments. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.